Can wisdom from over 2,000 years ago still hold relevance in the hustle and bustle of our modern world? The question sounds simple, yet it's layered with profound depths. The truth of the matter is that understanding wisdom is like peeling an onion. Layer by layer, we unearth the complexities and nuances that have shaped our world for millennia. Dated back thousands of years, an intriguing piece of wisdom emerged from the East, from a legendary Chinese general named Sun Tzu. His name is forever etched in the annals of history for his unique contribution, the book known as The Art of War. Every word in the book carries the weight of centuries and the wisdom garnered from countless battles fought and won. The insights, the strategies, the precepts, all of them ring as true today as they did over 2,000 years ago. Sun Tzu's The Art of War is not just a manual for warfare. Its scope is far-reaching, encompassing various domains of life. It's an exploration of the human, an examination of leadership principles, and a guide to attaining success in a multitude of fields. It is a book that has been read and revered by military strategists, business leaders, politicians, and philosophers alike. What makes this ancient text hold such a powerful sway over its readers, even in a modern world as diverse and evolved as ours? The enduring legacy of Sun Tzu lies in his profound understanding of human nature. He realized that wars are not just won on battlefields, but within the human mind too. He understood that victory lies in the ability to understand oneself and one's enemies, to adapt to changing circumstances, and to never lose sight of one's goal. His strategies are not just applicable to war, but serve as a roadmap for any challenge life may throw our way. It's interesting to note that The Art of War is not just revered for its strategic insights. It is also recognized for its deep philosophical undertones, offering a profound critique of the human condition. The book explores themes of conflict, strategy, leadership, and above all, the importance of understanding oneself and one's environment. It is these timeless insights that have ensured its relevance in the modern era. Certainly, the relevance of such ancient wisdom in the dynamic and fast-paced life of the 21st century may seem paradoxical. Yet, that's the beauty of Sun Tzu's The Art of War. It serves as a bridge, linking the wisdom of the past with the realities of the present, providing timeless insights into success and human nature that transcend the boundaries of time and culture. The answer lies in the enduring legacy of Sun Tzu's The Art of War, a timeless masterpiece revered not just for its military strategies, but for its profound insights into human nature and success. Consider the world of business. It's an intricate landscape filled with challenges and opportunities, a field where vigilance and acuity are paramount. The world of business, whether it be a small-scale local market or a global platform, is driven by fierce competition and an unending thirst for success. The terrain is not only tumultuous but also ever-changing, dictated by the continuous evolution of consumer demands, technology, economies, and regulations. This landscape calls for an entrepreneur who is not only resilient but also adaptive, someone who can navigate these shifting sands with ease and precision. A successful entrepreneur in this world is akin to a cunning general on a battlefield. This general, much like the entrepreneur, must be thoroughly aware of not only their own capabilities, but also the strengths and weaknesses of their adversaries. The importance of understanding your competitor is not concept, it's a principle dating back to ancient times. The legendary Chinese military strategist Sun Tzu, in his seminal work, The Art of War, proclaimed, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." These ancient words of wisdom are as relevant today in the corporate world as they were on the ancient battlefields. In today's commercial landscape, knowing the enemy translates into comprehensive market research, relentless competitive analysis, and an in-depth understanding of one's own business model. It's about understanding the market you operate in, identifying your competitors, acknowledging their strengths, pinpointing their weaknesses, and developing strategies that exploit these weaknesses. It's about being aware of your own business's strengths, knowing your weaknesses, and continually evolving to stay ahead of the game. Let's take a moment to delve into a real-world example that beautifully illustrates this principle, the story of Netflix. Netflix, a streaming giant that we all are familiar with, was once a fledgling company trying to find its foothold in the entertainment industry. Their primary competitor at the time was Blockbuster, a household name and a formidable force in the video rental business. Netflix knew that Blockbuster relied heavily on late fees for a significant portion of their revenue. This dependence was a strength for Blockbuster, but also a potential weakness, one that Netflix could exploit. Armed with this crucial piece of intelligence, Netflix made a revolutionary move that would change the face of the entertainment industry. They a subscription model with no late fees. This was a direct attack on Blockbuster's revenue model and a strategy that turned their competitors' strength into a weakness. This clever move not only gained Netflix a competitive edge, but also earned them immense customer goodwill. Their strategy was so effective that it ultimately led to Blockbuster's downfall and Netflix's rise to dominance. It was a strategy straight out of Sun Tzu's playbook. Every day, businesses, small and large, are engaged in this strategic game of chess, maneuvering around their competitors, leveraging their strengths and exploiting weaknesses. It's a game where the cunning general always has the upper hand. Remember, as Sun Tzu said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Switching gears to the arena of sports, the light of Sun Tzu's knowledge continues to glow brightly. "Victorious warriors win first and then go to war," quoted Sun Tzu, a revered ancient Chinese military strategist and philosopher, in his widely recognized work, The Art of War. This is not only true in the battlefield, but also in the world of sports. Successful athletes and coaches don't merely arrive on the game field with a simple hope to win. They spend countless hours and immense energy in planning, training, strategizing with a clear vision of victory. Elite athletes and coaches are well aware that success on the game day is the result of a series of well-executed strategies and painstaking preparations. They are not gamblers who leave their fate to chance. Rather, they are architects who design their victories meticulously. Training is a crucial part of their regime. It is not just physical training, but mental conditioning as well. Mental toughness, resilience, and the ability to remain calm under pressure are all key factors in determining victory or defeat. These attributes are not developed overnight. Instead, they are honed over time through discipline and determination. The planning stage is equally vital. It involves understanding the strengths and weaknesses of their own team as well as those of the opponent. They examine the opponent's strategies, predict their moves, and formulate counter-strategies. It is an intensive process that requires deep thinking, thorough analysis, and strategic foresight. Strategizing is about putting plans into action, about making the right moves at the right time. It is about being proactive rather than reactive, about the game rather than following it. It involves making tough decisions, taking calculated risks, and constantly adapting to the changing dynamics of the game. Visualization plays a significant role too. Athletes often use visualization techniques where they imagine themselves performing at their best, overcoming obstacles, and emerging victorious. They mentally rehearse their moves, their tactics, and their responses to different situations. This not just boosts confidence, but also helps improve performance. The legendary basketball coach Phil Jackson is a perfect example of Sun Tzu's teachings in sports. He is known for his holistic approach to coaching, which emphasized mental toughness and strategic planning. Jackson, often regarded as one of the greatest coaches in the history of the NBA, attributed his numerous championships to the strategic planning and mental preparation inspired by Sun Tzu's teachings. In the realm of personal development, Sun Tzu's principles find a unique application. The wisdom of ancient Chinese military strategist and philosopher Sun Tzu emanates from his ageless work, The Art of War. This treasure trove of strategic thinking doesn't merely apply to warfare. Fundamentally, it is an exploration of the dynamics of conflicts and the principles of strategy, which can be applied across various realms of life. Sun Tzu said, "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting." A simple sentence, yet it encompasses profound wisdom. This principle encourages avoiding unnecessary conflict and instead focusing on overcoming the adversary through superior strategy. It suggests that outright confrontation isn't always the most effective means to triumph. In the modern world, this enemy may not be an external force. more often than not, it represents the internal obstacles we grapple with every day. Fear, procrastination, self-doubt, anxiety. These are the invisible adversaries that we struggle to conquer. The war we wage isn't always on a literal battlefield, but in the arena of our minds, where these internal foes relentlessly challenge our peace, productivity, and for instance is the ghost that haunts our dreams, paralyzing us from action. It lurks in the corners of our psyche, whispering tales of failure and disappointment. Fear inhibits our progress, curbs our creativity, and stifles our spirit. To subdue this enemy, according to Sun Tzu's wisdom, doesn't entail a head-on assault, but an understanding of its origins, a quiet discernment of its patterns, followed by strategic action to diminish its influence. Procrastination, on the other hand, is that sly thief of time, the slippery slope that leads us to the abyss of unproductivity. It's an insidious enemy that lulls us into a false sense of comfort, only to rob us of our potential. Subduing procrastination involves recognizing its lure, resisting its false assurances, strategically planning to overcome its allure. Then there is self-doubt, arguably the most potent enemy of all. It gnaws at our confidence, questions our capabilities, and undermines our faith in ourselves. Subduing self-doubt is a delicate task, requiring self-compassion, reaffirmation of our worth, and strategic reinforcement of our self-belief. Overcoming these enemies does not involve direct conflict, but a patient understanding of their nature, a willingness to engage with them, and a strategic plan to conquer them. This approach is a testament to the timeless wisdom of Sun Tzu. It encourages us to face our internal conflicts and transform them into stepping stones towards personal growth and fulfillment. Thus, in the realm of personal development, Sun Tzu's principles remain relevant. They provide a strategic roadmap to navigate the labyrinth of internal struggles and emerge victorious. Overcoming these without a direct conflict, but through understanding, patience, and strategy, is a testament to Sun Tzu's timeless wisdom. To conclude, Sun Tzu's The Art of War, despite being an ancient text, continues to be a wellspring of wisdom in the modern world. Sun Tzu's text, written more than 2,000 years ago, has not just survived but thrived through the shifting sands of time. It has served as a guiding beacon for kings, generals, and philosophers alike, and still holds the capability to inspire and enlighten the minds of individuals today. The Art of War is not just a book for the battlefield. It is a manual for everyday life. It is a seminal work that explores the complex terrains of conflict, strategy, and leadership, both within us and in our external interactions. When we delve into the depth of this text, we observe how its teachings extend far beyond the literal interpretation of war, reaching into spheres as diverse as business, sports, and personal growth. In the world of business, Sun Tzu's strategies harnessed from The Art of War teach executives and employees alike the importance of understanding the competition, planning ahead, and making the most of advantages. It advocates for strategic planning, deep understanding of the competitive landscape, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances, all key tenets for business success. In the realm of sports, the text's principles resonate with coaches and athletes alike. It teaches the importance of understanding opponents, the need for strategy, and the significance of mental toughness. The strategies used by some of the world's most successful sports teams often echo the timeless wisdom of Sun Tzu, demonstrating the enduring relevance of his teachings. In terms of personal development, the wisdom of The Art of War offers a roadmap for understanding others and, more importantly, understanding oneself. It encourages introspection, self-awareness, and the cultivation of a strong strategic mindset. In a world where one's greatest adversary is often oneself, the teachings of Sun Tzu provide invaluable insights into the art of self-mastery. Sun Tzu reminds us that victory is achieved long before the actual conflict commences, in the realm of planning, understanding, and readying oneself. It is in the silence of the mind, in the mapping out of strategies, in the understanding of the terrain and the enemy that the war is truly won. The Art of War teaches that it is not the strongest or most powerful who win, but those who are most adaptable, most prepared, and most understanding of their environment. And in a world that continues to change at breakneck speed, these lessons from over 2 millennia ago remain as relevant as ever.